Hey ladies, welcome back. Thanks for joining me for another video. If you're new here, I'm Beanie and I'm a certified trauma-informed coach who specializes in narcissistic and domestic abuse. This week we're talking about the discard. And I want to talk about how being discarded by your narcissistic partner may just be able to change the entire trajectory of your life. And that depending upon how you react or respond to this discard, your life might just change for the better. Be ready, because some of what I'm about to say may be really difficult to hear. It's a bit of a slap in the face to the relationship that you thought you had or that you even fantasized about having. A good dose of absolute acceptance may just be exactly what you need so that you respond to this discard in the right way. So whether you are in the beginning stages of a discard, or you are months out, or maybe it hasn't even happened yet and you are in the devaluation period, but you feel the discard lurking for you in the shadows, this is a time that can be incredibly tumultuous and so confusing for you. You likely have gone from being the center of this person's world, maybe even being put on a pedestal, and now you have been knocked off with zero regard and no empathy. There are a few reasons for this, but the most likely is that you as a supply are running dry for them. You may be questioning more of their behaviors, you may be becoming too demanding, or you may even be attempting to hold them too accountable. See, over time, you have become keen to their tactics and you likely are making things too difficult for them to get away with. And so, what is the logical step for a narcissist to do when this happens? Yep, that's right. For them to find a new victim or a new supply. Find someone who is easier for them to manipulate, someone who will not question them maybe as much as you are. And the honest truth here is that it is extremely likely that the person, that this narcissist has somebody else waiting in the wings for them. They have already been grooming their next victim and they are ready to go, ready to accept them. Okay, so it's happened. You've been discarded. They have left, or they've kicked you to the curb with no regard for your history that you've had or even the future that you planned, and you feel a sense of devastation like you've never felt before. It is possible that they also may require you to do the dirty work in this process where they cause you to leave, so that they can put the spin on the story of, oh, she left me, or she walked out, blah, 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 blah. And then they can begin the smear campaign against you. But either way, now what? Now what do? You have been discarded. How do you pick up the pieces? How do you react? How do you respond? And I'm gonna start by telling you that what you should not do. And although it may be incredibly difficult, you need to resist asking the question, why? That question will undoubtedly be answered with gaslighting, devaluing, and denying. You are not going to get the response you want or even the response you deserve. In fact, you may end up getting called paranoid and crazy instead. So the second thing that you need to resist doing is attempting to hold them accountable for any of their actions. Again, you're likely going to be met with just more gaslighting. Unfortunately, there is a vicious cycle that comes along with discarding, where it's very possible that the narcissist in your life will begin to hoover and attempt to get you back. And if you fall for it, that throws you right back into the cycle of idealization, devaluation, discard, and then hoover all over again. So you might get caught in this vicious cycle for years even, and it is incredibly addicting. We often kind of mistake the excitement of the idealization and the Hoover phases as love, when really it's just abuse. So what should you do? And unfortunately, or fortunately, the answer is actually very simple. It's not easy, but it's simple. If you have been devalued and then discarded, your biggest and best defense is to accept it. Take it for what it is, which is disrespect and abuse. Accept that this is the universe throwing you a lifeline. This is an opportunity for you to start over, to begin working on yourself, to begin valuing your own life. A chance for you to escape a person who never had your best interest, who is willing to sacrifice your feelings and your emotions and even your life in the name of making sure that they have all of their convoluted needs met. Look at it as a gift. Take it and then fucking run. But you can't just take it and run. You need to take it and run, and then you need to begin doing the work, beginning to value yourself. Begin digging into what stories of self-devaluation you are telling yourself. Where is that coming from? The compassion that you likely have given to this partner undeservingly needs to be refocused on you. Because when you have compassion for yourself, a narcissist won't have any idea what to do with this. After a discard, and this may be hard to believe, but you have so much power. What you do next will dictate the days, months, and even years of your life. Imagine being caught in this vicious discard cycle. They discard you, then Hoover, you accept it, and it starts all over again. But what if you didn't accept the Hoover? What if you flipped the script and you went no contact? What if you didn't respond or react to every emotional impulse you had to this person? Or better yet, maybe you actually made the decision to do the exact opposite of what you've done in the past and what every fiber of your being is likely telling you to do. What then? What do you think the narcissist would do with that? Well, I can tell you, they are going to be rendered completely powerless. You will have taken your own power back. The mere act of you letting them go is the greatest form of self-compassion you can give yourself. I work a lot with my one-on-one clients on self-compassion, self-esteem, self-worth, so that you can begin to prioritize yourself and what is good for you in difficult situations like this. And so I appreciate you watching this, and if you were able to get anything helpful from this video and you would like to support me and my channel, you can just hit that like button, maybe share it with somebody else, and if you're not a part of my community, you can hit that subscribe button as well. I will link a way for you to be in touch with me about my one-on-one coaching down below, as well as all of my socials. So thank you so much for watching, and remember, I'm rooting for you.